Good morning. This is Dennis Johnson, and this video series that I'm starting today is intended for the students that I teach each week. They are at home for a while. This virus thing has got the schools closed down for several weeks, so I'm starting a series of videos to help the students as they are practicing at home, and hopefully you're doing that. So a shout out to Milan High School, Milan Middle School, Humboldt High School, Humboldt Middle School, South Gibson Middle School, and Crockett County High School. And actually any other school that might be able to use these series of basic videos to help your drummers stay active with their drumming while they're out of school. This first exercise is just going to be the basic 8 on a hand, but with a twist. I like to play 16-8-4-2 because it focuses on a little bit more of the hand exchange. With 8, you're playing 8 and you exchange hands once. And the exchange is right to left, but with 16-8-4-2, it makes you think a little bit more. You can't just zone out. I feel like drummers zone out sometimes when they're playing 8. They're just sort of looking around, and 16-8-4-2 keeps your brain sharp, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to outline several things without getting too long in the video, and what I think I'll do is go ahead and just play the exercise, and I'll put the music up, and then I'll talk about it later, okay? There's nothing worse than a video with somebody that just yak. Just play the thing. So this is 16-8-4-2. I'll put the music up, and then we will talk about it some. So I'm going to start it at a very slow tempo. I think we're going to do it 100. So I'll play it at 100. So here's 16-8-4-2 at 100. Here we go. Okay, so that's 16-8-4-2. Let me play it once without the music so you can see what the hands are doing. And then I'll explain what my hands are doing, and then you can transfer that information over to what you are doing every day. So here's 16-8-4-2, watching Mr. J's hands. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so that's 16-8-4-2 with the music, without the music, and I've just written down several things that I like to discuss with students, and hopefully this won't be something that moves along so quickly that you go, what are you talking about? It's a lot of information, lots of things. You know, with a simple exercise like this, you think, well, you just play it and there it is. But there are a lot of things that we have to think about as percussionists, as drummers, as we are playing. And some of those would include play each stroke at a consistent height off the drum head. I mean, you don't want to have your right hand playing up high. Most of us are right-handed, so the right hand is going to be up like this. A lot of people will play. And then the left hand will do something like this. Now, I'm playing traditional grip because that's the way I play, but most of my students are playing matched. Not all, but the middle schoolers. So you don't want to do your maybe 8 up here, and then your left hand goes down here, right? I see that a lot, so try not to do that. Keep it all in a consistent height, whether it's 1 inch, 3 inch, 6 inch, 9 inch, 12 inch, 15, or full, okay? Point number 2, all strokes should be played straight up and down. Okay? So I see a lot of students do this with their hands, and it's because of the wrist turn. They've turned their wrist. So keep your wrist flat when you're playing, all right? And you might want to play them as double strokes, down low. So keep your wrist flat, because if you don't, you turn your wrist and the strokes are going to come out because your wrist breaks like this. So you don't want to do one of these. Everything is straight up and down, okay? Point number 3, the stick movement should be smooth, continuous, should be a smooth, continuous motion initiated with the wrist. So you don't want to play with a downstroke. You don't want to squeeze and go. Should be just a continuous, like you're bouncing a ball. So you're actually bouncing the beat of the stick off of the playing surface, whatever that playing surface is. It could be a practice pad, it could be a drum or whatever. So you want to bounce it off of the playing surface, straight up and down. All right. Point number 4, and this is a question: does every stroke sound the same? How about from left to right? Make sure you play every note with the same exact volume, and we've covered that one already. So no accents. This is just a continuous line of consistent eighth notes. None of this accented. That comes later when you play accent tap. 5th, be careful as you move from right to the left hand. Make a smooth and seamless transition with no fluctuations in sound quality, tempo, or rhythm. So when you're transitioning from the right hand to the left hand, make it seamless, like you're playing maybe eighths. So don't do I see a lot of beginners do that because it's not a seamless. It needs to be seamless, like you're playing the entire exercise with one hand. Should sound that way. And like point 6 was, think of the entire exercise as a steady stream of eighths. Don't think about the hand transfers. This is a big pet peeve of mine. Pay attention to the note or the hand that does not play. All right, so the hand that's not playing is called the dormant hand, D-O-R-M-A-N-T. So when you're playing with the right hand, the left hand is perfectly still over the playing surface, held at 1 inch above the playing surface, the bead. So I see a lot of students do this. They'll watch my hand that's not playing. When they're playing with the right hand, the left hand does this. Maybe not quite that much, but you don't realize you're doing it until you focus on that and look at the hand that's not playing. So the hand that's not playing should be perfectly in place to initiate the next stroke. All right, whether you're playing traditional or match. So you shouldn't be doing one of these or doing one of those. Everything is just right there, ready to go. Okay, it looks better too. No accents in this exercise. Keep all the strokes consistent. We've already covered that. Bead placement is another thing that I see students do. Your bead should be as close as possible when you play. I had a teacher once that would put a 50-cent piece in the middle of the drum head and draw a circle around it, and he would say, play in the middle of that circle, so that the beads stay together. 1, it looks better. 2, the sound consistency is better. The sound quality is better because you're playing on the same part of the drum head. You're not doing one of these. So I see a lot of students do this. So play in the middle of the head with their right stick, and their left stick will be way over here, or vice versa. So keep the beads as close together as possible. All right? And then another thing, especially when you're playing, well, match grip or traditional, don't lift with your arms, because when you lift your arms up, it makes the bead placement on the head come in at an angle, and it affects the sound quality. You won't be able to tell it on this practice pad, but when you get the fat, meaty part of the bead onto the head, that's the best sound, the big fat part like this. So my arms are down here in their natural, you start down here and you bring them up in their natural position. Once you start doing this, it changes the sound. Let's see if you can hear the difference. Yeah, you can hear the difference. So none of this, none of this, none of this. Everything is just natural. So start in a natural, relaxed position down by the sides of your body and bring your sticks up. And it's just simply like that. So don't tense up relax, and breathe, okay? So that's B placement. Relax, don't grip your stick so tightly. Let your fingers help you with speed and endurance. Don't grip your stick so tightly that you see the veins popping out in your arms and you're doing this with your forearm. Play with your wrist. Professionals make difficult things look easy. Okay, I always tell my students that. So that's your goal. And that's who you're trying to emulate, the professionals, and there's all kind of resources out there on the internet of professional players. And I would say the most important thing about practicing is to have fun when you practice. Practice should not be something that is a dread. It's something that you look forward to. I know I do, and I'll be 60 next month. I still enjoy getting up and practicing. I won't do the same thing every day, though. I may play to a song. Find a song that you like and play eights to it. Now, it can't be something that's super, super slow, like maybe, I don't know, something on the radio that's really slow, but it needs to be something medium tempo to fast tempo, and find different songs that you like and just play eights to it. Or 16, or this exercise here, 16-8-4-2. So, and I won't go into the very basics of this is how you hold this stick, because this video is not that. This video is beyond that. But this is a 16-8-4-2 video that outlines the exercise you should start your practice sessions with every day. You can take parts of this and play maybe eights, fours, or twos. Now the end, it does have doubles. And we get into double strokes later on. But 16-8-4-2, I'm going to try to play along with the video that we use when I work out in the schools. And this is a little bit faster, but I'm going to play it along with the CD that I actually use from my Sibelius, from my YouTube channel. This entire exercise is below. Look on High School Basics, and I believe it's the first exercise all the way to the left. So look on my channel, look under there if you want to play along with it. So I'm gonna key this up, and we're going to play it with this. I'm not sure how it's going to sound because I've got one of these old jam boxes, so we'll see how it sounds. So this is 16-8-4-2, and I believe we play it through 4 times. So here we go. I'm going to turn it up to about 15. This is with the music. Okay, so that's 16-8-4-2, and just some of the basic points that I teach students. There are some other things that go into all of this, but those are the basic 12 or 13 points that I'd like to point out before we start this exercise. It's all about consistency. It's all about relaxation and making difficult things look easy. So take this, and if you want to play through it many times, lots of reps to start the process of muscle memory, you can look down below on my channel and go to the 16842 under High School Basics playlist and just play forever and ever and ever. Enjoyed it, and stay tuned for, let's see what we're going to do next. I think the next one's going to be 12632. So all those students, they're out of school right now, they're sitting at home. Once you get bored after a day or two, get your sticks out, get those practice pads out. And I might say this, if you don't own a practice pad, play on a pillow, because it will help your chops. All right? So play on a pillow, play on the edge of your bed, a table with a towel on it. We used to use towels. We'd put a towel over a hardbound book, and it doesn't bounce very much, but it really does build your chops up. So anyway, if you have questions, comments, you can find my email at the top of my channel. You can email, or you can put comments in the video, and I can answer them as we go. So that's all for lesson number 1. Keep on drumming, have fun, and stay safe. Out.